James O'Brien absolutely staggering clash with a caller who disliked Meghan Markle because she reminds him of his exes. Okay? 9 minutes and 57 seconds. Let's listen. I will stop in between, okay? Just to let you know.
Okay. Why are you giving her so much attention?
Why am I giving her so much attention? I've just brought it up because that's your subject, and it's this whole big thing. This is, I'm sort of in relation to what the last lady said. There's people that won't be able to afford to heat their homes and everything, and everybody's making a big thing about it.
Why have you never rung me about them?
Huh?
Why have you never rung me about them? We were talking about...
This is not the one again. It was a lady. Oh my God. Maybe it's in there. I don't know. It was a lady I started listening to, but I can't find it. But this one is good as well.
Them yesterday.
Yeah, but you don't care about food banks.
We were talking about them yesterday. Why didn't you ring me then?
I've tried to.
Sometimes I wonder if some of the Brits, or just people in general, ever thought about why do we have so much food banks? If the system, the government, which we have decided to omit some of our freedom so we could live in a society where mutual respect and understanding happen, if that system was working perfectly fine, we will not need food banks, pantries where we're going to ask for food. The system should be in a way where all of us could contribute to the system, where all of us is able to provide food for ourselves. We have money to go buy food. We have money to do this, to do that. So something is not right. There is an imbalance going on somewhere within that system that makes certain people who cares about society feel like since the government is not doing what it's supposed to do, let me create food banks or pantries, whichever you call it in the UK or different part of the world. Okay, so the rest of us could eat. So they're making so much emphasis on the food banks, but when you look at it in the sense where if the system was working fine, we will not need food banks. Okay? Charities, we will not need charities because all of us will be in a position where we will be able to take care of ourselves. So something is not right where we have to supplement somewhere. Okay? So, I don't know. This crossed my mind.
I've ring you several times.
Everyone's talking about how they've tried to ring to talk about food banks.
I tried to ring you last week, but yeah, I tried to ring you last week. But
you know what's funny? I know you guys are pissed. You know what's really weird with this particular caller? Worrying about food bank? What did Meghan do over there with her community kitchen? What did Meghan do? Did they realize that? Did they see it?
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well is obviously a huge relief to me because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to over time try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
As we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role, is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of a...
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
But okay, but let's continue.
You don't care about the people that you pretend you're caring about.
Well, that's another criticism that you have now made.
It's the truth. You're a liar and a bully.
Here we are.
Oh.
I know you're a liar.
Yeah. Oh. And back to Meghan Markle.
There's evidence out there.
Back to Meghan Markle.
I've just told you.
You told. Okay.
So what's your answer, James? What's your answer? What's your clever comeback?
I don't need a clever comeback, Richard.
Come on.
No, I don't need a clever comeback. I only need a clever comeback if somebody hasn't really done my job for me by humiliating themselves live on the radio, mate.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I don't need a comeback when the person is humiliated himself. Oh, my God. He's upset for what? I don't know if some part were missing from the beginning, but he didn't give me any reason why they hate Meghan. But okay, let's listen.
And you humiliate yourself on the radio every day because you just sort of
You know what you just said? You just did. I know you are, but what am I?
You're such a child. Grow up.
Anything else?
I know you've got issues, James. But,
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you bully people.
Wow.
I'm sure you're a really lovely fella, really, but you just need to be nicer to people.
When you came on air and said, I've been looking forward.
I've been looking forward to it a long time.
What were you looking forward to, mate?
To basically saying that I think you're a liar.
Okay.
Okay, you waste your time for that.
Kebab Awards.
Pardon?
The Kebab Awards. Hello. You're doing your listeners a very bad disservice, aren't you? Because you're not really telling them the truth, aren't you?
About the Kebab Awards?
Yeah. The mask business. Is it
the mask business at the Kebab Awards?
Yeah, you said it was impossible to eat a kebab wearing a mask while eating a kebab.
I stand by that. I stand by that, Richard.
All the evidence that is on there, you're not eating a kebab at the time, and you're having your photos taken, not wearing a mask.
There was no mask. There was no mask mandate at the Kebab Awards, mate.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
Okay. This is what you were looking for. When was that, incidentally?
I was looking forward to it.
When was that?
Huh?
When was that?
When?
Yeah.
What, the Kebab Awards?
Yeah.
Last year, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think it might have been the year before.
No, it was 2021. I'll have to look at that.
Okay.
But I'm sure it was 2021.
I don't know what
this is what you were really looking forward to doing today?
Oh, yeah, I've been looking forward to it a long time because I think you're a bully and a liar.
Okay. I wish you well, Richard. I really do. Maybe
I wish you well.
Try and spend a little bit less time hating and a little bit more time looking after yourself.
I don't like people being bullies, that's all.
Well, I'm not bullying you, Richard. I'm listening to you.
No, you're not bullying me. You won't bully me, but you bully the last lady. You bully your listeners every day, don't you? You patronise them.
How do you feel about the people who bully Meghan?
How do I feel about the people that bully Meghan? I don't like them.
Oh, okay. But I don't like them. But you've rang in to assassinate her character because she reminds you of your ex.
I'm not. You're twisting my words.
I'm really not, mate. There's a tape.
I'm not your mate.
See, this is what
I'm
people.
Not your mate.
Okay.
I'm not your mate.
Okay, Richard. I'm not twisting. I'm not twisting your words, Richard. Well, you seem to think you know me quite well. You've been offering up a fairly detailed analysis of my character. I would.
They really don't like the truth. Oh my God, their brain are poison over there. And I like the way O'Brien is dealing with them because I don't need a comeback. You're doing it yourself. But I still haven't heard a point that the caller waited all this time to do. Now that he has the chance, he's not saying a damn thing really significant. But let's continue.
Suggest that you think you do know me quite well.
I don't know you.
Well, then, where did all these accusations come from?
You come across as a liar.
Okay. But, what did you think was going to happen?
I remember seeing you on morning programmes on Sunday.
Yes.
On Sundays back in the day, and
yes.
I just thought, no. My dad said, "Oh, that James character, he doesn't come across as a very nice fella."
No. What did you think was going to happen, Richard? Seriously, did you think I was going to get cross, or that you were going to get the better of me, or that? I mean, what did you think when you were sitting there? Wait, just let me ask this because I'm genuinely interested, and maybe your dad could help as well. But when I didn't, I just said maybe your dad could help as well. When you were sitting there waiting to come on, thinking, right, I'm going to show him, and what did you just in your mind? You must have had a vague idea of what was going to happen. What did you think was going to happen, Richard?
I just want you to be a bit nicer to your listeners.
And you thought the way to achieve that was by ringing me up and trying to insult me repeatedly.
But you
so what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? I just want to know, seriously, Because then maybe next time I could help you, and it would happen. Did you think you were going to, I don't know, beat me in an argument, or that you were going to get... what did you think? What then, Richard?
No, nothing in particular at all, really.
But what were you looking forward to?
I was looking forward to just telling you a few home truths.
Okay, and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I feel all right, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh
Good. So we'll do it again.
A bit like how you feel when you get things off your chest, I suppose, like to your listeners every day.
Right.
You know, I bet you've bolstered your chest down, and you know.
Yeah, all of that, Richard.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do. You know what I mean? So.
It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine. I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have.
You know.
That's not the one I wanted
You know,
to share with you. I can't find it.
I'm sure you're a decent guy, really. You know.
No, but you were sure I'm not 2 minutes ago.
Huh? But I think it's all a facade. I think you're. I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy the nonsense.
It's the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have.
Oh, God.
That you spout.
Okay. What's next? Literally, they're not saying anything.
You all right, mate?
Are you all right? I mean, did therapy work out for you?
Very well. I wrote about it in my last book.
It worked out for you, did it?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't, did it? It didn't.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
It seems like such a good idea on Twitter, doesn't it? Yeah.
Who said anything about Twitter?
Well, or whatever sort of weird little chat group or Facebook. But it's such a good idea. All these things.
Don't use social
I'll get on air. I'll tell him what's what. I'll show him what he's really like. And mate, you're sitting here with your trousers around your ankles talking about the Kebab Awards.
But you lied about it. You did lie about it.
Well, I lied about the Kebab Awards.
No, you lied about the fact that you said it was impossible to eat a kebab while wearing a mask.
It is.
All the evidence suggests the evidence is out there. You are not wearing a mask. You are not eating a kebab.
No.
You lied.
And here we are.
You lied.
I know.
But yeah, you know, tell your listeners to go and look. The evidence is out there.
Oh, my God.
It's not the X-Files.
So you're acting like a child.
Oh, my God.
You sound like you're acting like a child.
You know what I feel?
That's not.
You know what I feel right now? It's when President Obama told Mitt Romney, please proceed, okay? Just let them put their foot in their mouth. This is what I'm seeing right now.
I certainly do. I think it's interesting. The president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went in the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror. That's what I said. You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror. It did as well take 2 weeks or so for the whole idea of there being a riot out there about this tape.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm listening to right now. But let's finish this intro.
You're what, 50 years old now, are you?
It's the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have.
Oh, God. Another topic.
You're behaving like a child. Why are you acting like that?
Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
Oh, my
I didn't want you to think I was talking over you or cutting you off, Richard.
No, go on. I'm sorry to be wasting your show.
I am loving. I know you're making a very helpful contribution, which everyone's enjoying enormously.
Yeah, I bet they're laughing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's Keith.
Wow. Wow.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
The longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have.
Okay.
But no, as I say, I genuinely think that Meghan is a vindictive character.
Yeah.
What?
She reminds you of your ex.
She reminds me of people that I've been out with, and yeah.
So why was he denying him when he mentioned this before? And now he's this is a confused caller. Okay, I'm not even... Okay, let's just finish.
I'm going to have to go to the news, Richard.
The Queen, the Queen Bee.
No, let's wait. Hold the news. Yeah, Queen Bee, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But you hate bullies.
Huh?
But you hate bullies.
Yeah.
What are you going to have for tea?
Oh, my God.
What are you going to have for tea?
A kebab.
Oh my God. Let me see some of the comments here. Okay, caller Ty himself and not over Meghan Markle claiming she reminds James O'Brien had an absolutely staggering clash with a caller who disliked the Duchess of Sussex because she reminds him of his whatever. There's the laugh. Okay, just to clarify 100%, James lied about not being able to eat a kebab while wearing a mask, and the evidence is a photo of him doing either of the above. Okay. Is this the zinger? He's been waiting since the check notes, October 2021, pull out of the hat. Where is it? Where is that? Oh, okay. So this is the thing. Remember this next time James O'Brien gets into his lecture high horse about mask. Okay. So it's not him it's not James O'Brien who tweeted it. What are they talking about? Where's James? Oh, this is James right there. So what is he talking? Okay, I do not know. This is not what I was gonna show you, but it's there. Let's go to that. And I came across. I was looking at my phone while I was listening to this, and I think I found it. But let's listen to this. Okay.